Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the balance changes for Zangief in the final update of Street Fighter V. And Zangief is one of the characters that did struggle heavily in the previous patch. So let's see if they actually addressed some of his issues. The first buff for Zangief is that his standing heavy punch, the uncharged version, is now plus 29, and this means that on a dash here Zangief is gonna be plus 4, which means that he gets to combo a crouching light punch or a crouching light kick, right? And this is decent because at least now he gets to do this, right? So you get a little bit more damage, and obviously if you're a little bit closer you can get the crouching light kick, crouching light punch. I mean, alright. It's a good buff. Obviously he's getting a little bit more damage, so that is good, and this is like typically when this move is gonna land. Next up, they also buffed his standing heavy punch. The charged version increased the combo count limit. So what this means, at least my understanding, is that they made it so that when you combo into Lariat, like here, you are able to get the charged version. You should be able to get this. Yeah, at least that is my understanding, right? Because obviously it is a little bit cryptic to know like what you're talking about. This next one is a pretty good one. Crouching heavy punch now knocks the opponent on a grounded or a mid-air hit. So this means that when you happen to anti-air someone with a crouching heavy punch, they are put in a juggle state. Even without a counter hit, they are now in a juggle state. And this will also work with the next balance change, that is crouching heavy kick can juggle. So you pretty much get this as a combo now when you anti-air someone. I have to do the crouching heavy kick a little bit later, but yeah, that is the point, right? This is good because now he's getting more damage out of his anti-airs, and with V-Trigger 2 specifically, this can actually be very good. So one thing I found to be great is, let's say for example, we're gonna record Yuri to jump forward, right? So you see her jump, you activate V-Trigger, bam, and bam, take a look at this, bam, 400 damage from an anti-air. That's not bad. Now, unfortunately, I don't think you can get this on the regular non-V-Trigger, non-V-Trigger 2 EX Air SPD, but it works with the V-Trigger 2 version. Again, if you happen to see them jump, react with V-Trigger activation, and this is just fantastic damage, right? So could be a decent strategy for the character going forward. This is actually a lot of things here that kind of buffs his V-Trigger 2. And obviously the crouching heavy kick can also work with a Lariat trade. So let's say for example that Yuri is gonna jump. It's gonna be hard for me to get the trade here. Yeah. Gonna be pretty hard to time a trade. Yeah. But let's see, even here you still get the crouching heavy kicks, right? So obviously sometimes the Lariat will trade with the jump in, and you could get the crouching heavy kick juggle. Now even on a V-Trigger activation like that, you will still get the heavy kick juggle, so that's pretty interesting. Headbutt changes the grounded hit to force a crouch stun. So this is actually really good. What they did here is that the headbutt will make the opponent duck, and this is good because this means that now you can follow up, say, with standing light kick into Lariat, and you are much more likely to get the Lariat version that give you OP, right? So now on this combo you are getting the OK version of the Lariat, the one where his chest is facing the camera. Yeah, that is the change here. So it's also a pretty good one, and it can be V-Trigger cancelled, and this also is very good because this is gonna be very good, especially with V-Trigger 2, right? Because this will put the opponent in a situation where you headbutt V-Trigger and now they kind of have to guess on what you can or can do, and obviously we will get into some of the changes that might improve this later on. But yeah, with V-Trigger 2 especially, the Headbutt V-Trigger cancel is very good. There is a powerful mix-up here, right? Because you can go for the SBD, maybe go for the jumping SBD if you read it. I'll get into it a little bit later, but yeah, this one is good. Flying Headbutt increased the combo count limit. I believe this is made so that you can Lariat and then Headbutt here. Yeah, that is a change, right? I don't think this was possible before, and I'm not sure this is possible actually mid-screen as well, right? Yeah, I don't think you get it mid-screen, but in the corner you get it. And they also did change the EX Porsche Dynamite, which is like the AX Air Throw in V-Trigger 2, so that this now will combo, right? They're trying to really buff V-Trigger 2. 350 damage, that's alright. Now this next one is pretty significant, and that is they changed the non-metered, the regular Porsche Dynamite, the regular Air SBD, to be similar to EX SBD. And what this means is now when you happen to crush counter someone, you can just juggle the regular version, right? This is the point. Obviously now you're getting 284 damage, and this is meterless. Now this does come with a very big caveat, right? And that is, if the opponent happen to use a back recovery, they will be able to recover out of this. So check this out. She's able to back roll, right? And even add that +7, you kinda will have to go for like an EXSBD to continue with the pressure. Make of this as you will, they're just giving you an alternative. Obviously you can go for the EX version, and they can't really back rise out of this one. So if you want the guaranteed OK, go for the EX version. If you want the damage without having, like, even if I think in the corner, the or near the corner, the meterless version will still be good, right? They're pretty much giving you ways to reserve your meter, because Zangief's critical art is actually amazing. And this is what I was saying with the the forward heavy bunch on a V-Trigger activation being good, because now you can do stuff like that. I mean, let's say for example you guess that they're trying to jump, and now this is a ton of damage, right? Or like let's say you do this, you activate, and then like SBD. I am suck so much at SBDs, but yeah, you know, it puts them in a very strong guess situation, and obviously you get to follow up with combos on hit and like air resets and everything. So it's a decent activation, and I can imagine you can like cancel into fireballs and then activate. There's a lot that you can do here. And that is pretty much it for Zangief. The final change is obviously like this is a quality of life change. They changed the V-Trigger 1 so that the mid-air hits like these are more consistent, but that's pretty much it. Overall, I think Zangief got some buffs. I'm not sure if these are the buffs that he needed, but they are decent and could be helpful for the character. Now there are obviously some issues with the Oki, with the air throw, because this is something that you have to be aware of, especially if you are fighting against Zangief. His like the V-Trigger 2 SBD, this doesn't lead to Oki, right? When he dashes up, he's -3, and like the air version I think is the same case, right? He doesn't get Oki here. He's -2 on this dash. So while Zangief does get a strong mix-up that could lead to damage, the Oki here isn't the best, right? I thought I had to share this so that, yeah, oh my god, these changes are amazing, but you know, calm down, like he still doesn't get the best Oki. So we'll see. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe.